Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is bluelionstv, and today I'm bringing you guys a transfer daily video. In this video I'm going to be talking about Emerson and Edin Dzeko, I'm going to be talking about Andy Carroll, and I'm going to be talking about Charlie Masunda and Fiorentina links. Now, getting straight into the first story, which is the big one, I'm going to be talking about Emerson and Edin Dzeko. Now, reports are coming out that Chelsea have had a €50 million bid rejected for the signing of Dzeko and Emerson. And what reports are saying are that Roma want another 15 million extra to have the deal go through, but Chelsea are willing for Michy Batshuayi to go on loan as a replacement for Edin Dzeko, and the club are thinking that actually this deal is going to go through. Now, a few of you guys might be thinking, who exactly is this guy? Now, Emerson Palmieri is a left back that plays for Roma. He is originally Brazilian, but he has become a naturalized Italian player. So that means that if he was to come, which is looking pretty likely that it is going to be happening, that means that he is already an EU citizen, so that's going to be easy. And also he is eligible to play in the Champions League because he has just only returned back from injury. And I'm going to be getting to this story later on because there's some hypocrisy that I'm smelling at this moment in time. Fernando Garcia, Emerson's agent, actually told Calcio Mercato that nothing is certain yet. We are in a phase of discussion and evaluation. Now we are talking about the two clubs. We'll see if it's successful. And Emerson himself stated in regards to Antonio Conte that he's a big admirer of Conte and it would be a dream to play under him. Now, Emerson did become a first team regular before his big injury did come, and now Roma have Kolarov at this moment in time. It's been doing very well for them at this moment in time. Roma need to raise funds, so they're actually okay with selling Emerson if they can get between 20 to 25 million pounds for him. Now, I'm going to be going into depth much more in a future video. I'm going to be having Italian football TV on as well. We're going to go through and really break down who exactly this player is. The last time we did on Zappa Costa was very popular and it was very accurate. So if you guys want to get a very good understanding of what type of player it is, definitely tune in the next following weeks. But if I was to make it very brief about Emerson, what I would say is that he's a different type of profile of player towards Marcos Alonso. And now this is where the hypocrisy comes in, and this is where I give my own thoughts and opinions. Now, Emerson has just returned back from injury, but he's only played 16 minutes of first team football, obviously coming on as a sub. Now, there's a guy that the club actually have. He's a guy called Baba Rahman. Now, Antonio Conte in a press conference actually said that Baba isn't ready to contribute to this season just yet and that a loan move is needed. But then we're going for a player who's only just returned back from a pretty big injury himself to only play 60 minutes, yet Conte is happier to have this guy than Baba. And the funny thing is, I'd say that Emerson and Baba are pretty similar in terms of their playing style. Now, they are a different type of profile of player compared to Marcos Alonso. They both like to dribble with their feet. They're very attacking, very adventurous. They're not the best defensively or in one-on-one situations or really in their positional awareness. I think they make more sense as a wing back due to having that defensive support behind them. But it just seems weird that the club are going to be spending 25 million on a guy who I don't say is better than Baba, and for a guy that isn't even fit just yet himself. I'm really baffled by that, but we know the realities of football, as I'm constantly stressing all the time on this channel. Sometimes managers just have a certain preference. If they don't like a certain player, no matter what they do, the manager's just going to have them and see them in a particular light. And unfortunately, that's what's happening with Baba Rahman. Now, to me, I think it's a waste of money, and really, it's just really summed up a whole transfer activity over this past year, if I'm being honest. Emerson is definitely adventurous, and you know what, I am looking forward to a different profile of player to come. I think it's best when clubs actually have two different type of players for one position, because they really give you that tactical benefit depending on when you're going to play. And also with the Champions League coming up, it's going to be good to have that backup for left wing back, because we can't rely on Marcos Alonso to constantly be fit throughout the season. It's not going to happen. Still, I'm looking at Emerson, we're seeing what Kennedy's been doing. Kennedy's been very impressive recently. Actually, he's definitely starting to grow into that left wing back role. It seems a shame that we're just going to give up on him, even though he's showing some good form right now, to spend 25 million on a guy that isn't necessarily on a different level compared to him. But like I said, I'm going to go into depth later on in a future video in regards to Emerson. The next story is about Edin Dzeko. Now, reports are coming out that Chelsea are willing to send Michy Batshuayi on loan to Roma. Michy was believed to be close to signing for Sevilla, but Chelsea have really been delaying proceedings because Chelsea are hoping to use Michy Batshuayi as a makeshift for any deal that regards a striker coming to the club. I'm not too sure how Roma would suit Michy Batshuayi, but I do think that him getting regular game time, being a first choice striker, will only improve him, especially as Roma do play very technical football, so that's only going to help him improve individually as a player. But the club are hoping that Roma will accept the offer of Michy going on loan for the season and Edin Dzeko coming to the club. Now, we've actually seen what he's done against us so far in the Champions League, put in some amazing performances. It's come up by Premium Sport that Chelsea actually inquired about Edin Dzeko as well, and it's come out that Roma in fact actually don't want to sell him, but if the fee was believed to be correct or the right amount, they could be open to selling him to Chelsea. Now, to me, Edin Dzeko is a complete striker, and I say that because he can do everything. Great in the air, a good first touch, links up the play, he can drop deep, he can run out wide on the lines as well, he can assist people as well, plus he can score inside the box and outside the box as well. Now, his form has tailed off recently in the past few months, but that's understandable. But the qualities he possesses could really be a nice attribute to have in the team. Do I think he's better than Alvaro Morata? Yeah, of course I would say he is. But like I keep stressing about Morata, he can be a top player in the next few years. So again, he was always a player that we had to have patience with to begin with. But Edin Dzeko can definitely bring those qualities, but knowing Chelsea, I can expect Conte to maybe bring him on as a sub and pump long balls to him. Unnecessary amounts of long balls, who knows. But with Edin Dzeko, you do get different tactical aspects and you do get better hold-up play in the further positions. The second story is in regards to Andy Carroll. Now, it's looking like he's going to be out for 4 months, and it looks like Chelsea have been saved from signing him. Now, of course, I do feel very sorry for the player. It's unfortunate. He's consistently had injury problems throughout his career, and it's really slowed his career down. Now, how this was actually found out came out later today. Carroll was feeling a knock in his ankle. He went to see the medical department and they completed a scan, and it came out that of course he injured his ankle, and it looks like he might even need surgery. So it looks like the deal is going to be off for Andy Carroll. Now, that's going to frustrate Conte because it was believed that Chelsea were close to bringing him into the club. Now, Chelsea are on the hunt again for another target man striker because Conte is so adamant that he needs this profile of player for the team. As I keep saying all the time, we've reduced the amount of attacking options we can have at this club due to the style of football we play and the profile of attacking player that we do need. As I've said before, target man strikers are dying out. None of the big teams are using them anymore. They're all moving away from that profile of player. And I just have a feeling that when Conte leaves and a target man striker is still there, whoever the new manager is probably won't use him. So it's going to end up being a waste of money regardless. If anything, the club should look to try and get a short-term option just for the end of the season while Conte is here. Carroll was going to be that option, but injury has stopped the deal from happening. Now, it's a shame for Carroll as well because he was hoping to come to Chelsea. He was going to force a move to sign for us. Of course, the opportunity to play for one of the best teams in the country, to play in Europe, to play with fantastic players around him. It would have boosted his chances of even getting into the England squads. Still, nothing's confirmed just yet whether the surgery is definitely going to be an option. To end on the final story, and that's in regards to Charlie Masunda. Now, Fiorentina want to sign Charlie Masunda. They're proposing a loan move for this transfer window, and then they want the option to buy at the end of the window. It's been reported that Chelsea are okay to have Masunda moving there on loan, but they don't want to sell him at the end of the season. Reports are also stating as well that Fiorentina are hoping to persuade Masunda to force a move away from Chelsea to sign for them. Now, what's my opinions on the matter? Do I think that it would be a good move for Masunda? Yes, I think this is a fantastic move for Masunda. It's an amazing opportunity. I feel that there's so many things going for Masunda. Now, number one, Fiorentina use inside forwards. That's the position that Charlie Masunda plays in. Number two, they play that style of football that really brings out the maximum efficiency of an inside forward, where of course they do tuck inside and they have to overlap in fullbacks. around them. Plus Fiorentina use youth. And looking at some of the last players to leave Fiorentina over the past few years, that's been Mohamed Salah, Juan Cuadrado and Bernardeschi. They're obviously doing something right there because a lot of these guys have gone on to sign for very big clubs. Another reason why this is a great opportunity for Masunda, they like to use youth, they play nice, attractive attacking football. Fiorentina have always been known for playing very good attacking football as well. I think this is the perfect opportunity that Masunda needs to start progressing, and this is the best environment to really have that chance of playing at a much higher level. If anything, he needs to try and force a move there to better his career. If he doesn't take the move, what's going to be the reality of his situation at Chelsea? If he doesn't take the move, I'm not too sure about what his chances of playing for Chelsea are going to look like in the future. It's so short-sighted of Chelsea to not accept a fee, because again, they could negotiate a buyback fee. Imagine Masunda's playing there for 2 years consecutively, looking like one of the top performing players in Serie A. If we arrange a buyback fee, we could be signing him back for 30 million in the future if the club negotiate that deal. I think that's what's best in my honest opinion. But anyway, you guys, that's going to end today's Transfer Daily video. Please like, comment and subscribe. And if you haven't pressed the bell notification button, what are you waiting for? Press that and stay notified to all things Blue Lions TV. Anyway, you guys, I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Lions TV. Signing out.